What's going on with these comedians, huh? What's going on? Oh, you thought I almost forgot about the comedians.
Friends.
Oh, the comedians. People thought, is he going to do the whole show without mentioning these comedians? Maybe he forgot. Oh, no. Mikey remembers. We've got a new one here. We've got a new one. Andrew Santino. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown. It's our new saying.
We know.
Report it. Fuck that clown. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown. That's what he does when he's protesting or lobbying for construction down in Naperville. You know, when he goes back to his dad's old town. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown. The now deleted tweet that everybody heard about yesterday. That was quite the show yesterday, where Andrew Santino, after we posted our YouTube clip about the Bad Friends podcast. Do you remember this?
Pretty nice clip. Just some light criticism about their set.
Yeah, we love this show, Bad Friends. It's where two friends sit around,
They're bad.
These are bad guys. They're on each other's nerves, you see. You're a bad friend. No, you're a bad friend.
No, you're a bad
No,
friend.
you're a bad friend.
No, you're a bad
No,
friend.
you're a bad friend. You can see me coming up in Austin. It's a good show.
People like it.
But we didn't like it. We made fun of it. We put up a video, and everyone was sending it to this guy, Andrew Santino, who was in the video. He does not like me. Remember, he's on record. Brian Redband says, oh, Santino wants to come to Chicago and kill him.
There's this guy named Redbar, and he's just like a hater. But all he does is just trash all our friends. Like, every comic we know.
Me,
trash.
Santino.
Oh, Santino.
Hinchcliffe.
I think Santino's about to go there and just murder him. You know?
Well, you might murder him. You might commit murder because you got made fun of a couple times. Come to Chicago, kill him. So this Santino, you go, Jesus, man, why does this bother him so much? He doesn't even really get made fun of that much. Whatever even happened to Santino? We make fun of his hair, his skin.
We've made fun of other guys way worse.
Imagine if Santino was Josh Denny or God forbid, Patrick Melton. How would he ever?
He's very
get through the
sensitive,
day?
even more sensitive than we could have predicted.
So we put up this video, this nice video here. Remember this one? And it's still up. Lord willing, and the creek don't get any taller here. This is the Bad Friends podcast. Okay, nice. That wasn't very nice. Here's the I wish it would let you show the thumbnail. It doesn't let you do that once you open the video. But the title is It's Awful. Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino's low effort Bad Friends podcast. A great clip. 13,309 views. So yeah, on its way to viral here.
100% likes, no dislikes.
644 likes. Give it up for yourselves. And 811 dislikes. These guys are hard. You know, they're not. These guys are bosses and monsters and killers for a reason. They're hard to take out.
Yeah.
They're not the first boss. You know, I always think of it as these are all bosses. Every fool and enemy of mine is a boss, like in Mario. Some are just going to be harder. It's the end of the game. They can't all be just hit them with one punch and they fall into a lava. These guys are hard. By hard, I mean they're not hard, but their fans are very... We've got a large group of people, and these are the three. I don't mind what people listen to, but I think I do mind if it's Chris D'Elia,
Yes.
Tony Hinchcliffe, or Andrew Santino. I'll take Kill Tony.
I was just
You
gonna
can take
say,
that out of there. People are confused.
Okay.
That show watch the show Kill Tony. It's not about Tony. In fact, anyone could step in there and do that thing. He didn't create this idea. I think I probably came up with this idea for Kill Tony long before him.
Was stolen straight from us.
He does steal. And then, of course, Andrew Santino. These are three men where I can't really allow people to carry on thinking that these guys rule, that these guys kill, they crush, There's a group of guys out there that somehow got convinced, and not just convinced, they somehow missed this. I think of it as like a torrent file, okay? There's like all these fragments of information. They're all coming in at different times. And these people somehow, they missed that one fragment where it was like, oh no, these guys are horrible. These guys, no man should be a fan of these guys ever.
Now, I think that the biggest disturbance is that nobody else is saying this but us.
Yes, so this is the problem. For some reason, nobody cares enough to warn these boys. You know, I could see if you're a 22-year-old girl and you went to a comedy club for your friend's 23rd birthday and Andrew Santino was there and now you think you follow him on Twitter and you think you're a fan of him. Fine, that's who should be his fan.
Exactly.
Some 22-year-old party girl from Indiana State University. But to be a guy and to be a fan of this, you missed something there. It's not even your fault. You're like, you just thought, oh, yeah, these are like the cool TV guys that I'm supposed to like. No, you cannot like them. It's heartbreaking.
It hurts
to us. Heartbreaking to see the comments. So when I say they're hard, that's what I mean. Tony and Santino and D'Elia have these boys cooked, and the boys are fascinated with the three that I just named. And man, they could all be the same guy.
We're just trying to do our part here.
It's unbelievable. So we put this up. The fans were mad. They were all sending it to Andrew Santino himself, the Sandman. Sano Man. And Santino was getting, more disgusted and more furious. You know, he's got an anger problem. He's got anger issues. He's one of those guys who goes, oh, if I are fucking shit, I'm gonna fucking... He does this stuff. I bet
now,
he punches
who
walls.
In the history of the world, the funniest person to make fun of and annoy and needle is a guy with anger issues. So what is so confusing
and that's
about
the same thing
us?
with Tony and Chris D'Elia. They get mad. You could see they get really mad.
The reason that it's so fun to say this mean stuff about them is because of their angry reactions.
This is what happens when you make fun of Tony Hinchcliffe. Oh, yeah, you think you're fucking special? You're actually fucking nothing. That reaction is gold.
That's what this whole point is.
So you know it bothers him. Then even if he says, I love being roasted, you don't love fucking being roasted. We could see right through it.
Can you give me some notes or pointers on how to be the type of comedian that you would like more? What didn't you like about my set at that sold-out arena in Houston, Texas?
Okay, number one, be funnier.
What'd she say?
Be funnier. She said be funnier.
Okay, well that's a bad note. You have any? What's number two?
So
and Santino is the worst of them all in that regard.
Knowing that Santino is raging mad, and you get people all the time. I hope this voice doesn't annoy people. It even annoys me.
I was thinking it's kind of annoying.
You know how
some people
some people will do a voice for a character from their imagination. If the character's annoying,
we got to think of a new voice for these commenters.
There are these commenters out there, and I'll tell you.
But you're getting that voice from their cry face emojis.
The cry face laugh emoji. This thing, and by the way, if you listen to Redbar, I don't want to catch you with a cry face laughing emoji.
Never.
I can't believe the good doctor, Jordan Peterson, hasn't done a whole course on this thing. There is nothing more transparent than that laughing cry face emoji, the one that is like that shitty kid that you'd knock right in the face if you ever saw him in high school.
And there's even a more upgraded one.
Yes, where it's slanted. And the cry face emoji goes like this, you don't even know where you're talking! And it's like, you would never have the confidence. That's a mask. People who have confidence, they write very square, like me. You don't need to... That cry face emoji is a dead tell. Anyone who uses it, under any circumstance, besides mocking the cry face emoji, any use of it leads to you don't have control over your life. That's where I'm going with it. So if you see someone use it, I would say, and you got to bite your tongue. It's tough.
It's hard not to defend.
It's hard not to. So what you got to do, if you see that cry face emoji, simply go. Step away from your keyboard. Maybe take your keyboard, twist it as hard as you can till it snaps like a CD case, and walk away from the computer, the desktop. Get away from there, because you're never going to convince that guy. He's got a whole song and dance planned for you, and he's going to cry face emoji you all day.
You've heard it all before.
You've heard it all before. These guys are nuts. So a cry face emoji, there you could bail on any conversation if somebody's using that against you. Isn't that terrible how people try to front like that? Puff out their chests like that with that cry face emoji. Why you got to be such a smart-ass wise guy? If it's up to me, you take all the wise guyery offline. I hate wise guyery. There's no need for it. Why are people fighting this much?
Just join us.
Just terrible. Just join us. Play dead. Your bickering is futile. We're crazy. Okay? We're not going to listen to any reason here. And you're not going to understand the purpose of this. We don't even understand. Torment equals pleasure to us. We're sick, fetish, underground, crazy, dark
we
people.
We crave shade and Freud.
Yes, shade. Yes. We're made in the shade. And we're very sick people. Get away from us.
Just let us do what we do.
So Andrew Santino was caught. This video, people were sending it to him. Look at this. This is so sick. And you remember Brian Redband a few weeks ago. Brian Redband of Death Squad. He didn't like what we were saying about him in a video, so he filed a copyright claim, got the video taken down, and then when we called his bluff, he folded. And he released the claim, or he was forced to release the claim. Rick Glassman, just last week, was caught deleting comments and then messaging me saying, I'm going to delete your negative comments. I put in a lot of hard work. You need to respect me. We couldn't believe it. We said, what are these comedians doing? And furthermore, why aren't people outraged? And then it happened here. Andrew Santino. Where is it here? Andrew Santino was caught asking his fans to, report my video. Why? Look at this. Somebody sent this to him. Here's the screenshot. Somebody sends him the video, and he writes this. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown.
We know.
No. Report it. Fuck that clown. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown. Everybody. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown. There he is, the Red Rocker. We know, report it. Fuck that clown. Now, in all my travels, I've never seen anything like this. And this is a guy who was just complaining about how comedians are shadow banned, how no comedian should ever be canceled. You can't cancel anybody for jokes. And then this guy's going and reporting it. And reporting it for what exactly? A Webby? What are you reporting it for? A YouTube award? Yeah. Because all I see is a great video.
Nominated.
Yeah, nominated is what he means.
Not report it.
We know. Nominate it. Fuck myself. So we couldn't believe it. We just couldn't believe this gift that he handed us. I mean, what better way to explain to everybody that Mike's right
than this?
Than to do something like this. It's just remarkable. So we're sitting there and we're going,
spend any time online? That's what I'd like to know.
We're going, the whole point is that you're this shady guy who can't handle any criticism and how furious you get. That's our whole deal with you. And then you do this. We know. Report it. Fuck that clown. Guy. First of all, you shouldn't, whether you even know who we are, you should be inherently outraged that somebody in his position would do this to such a sweet, underdog, hardworking, just a nice podcaster like me.
We've never done nothing to nobody.
This is what the rich are doing. This is the mainstream now. They're the network corporations that they all hated, they all hated. Now they're all starting podcast monopoly companies that boost their shows up to 500,000 that are draining people of their time. They're going there and they're making people listen to Andrew Santino 17,000 times a day. They're never going to be able to listen to anything else. They're monopolizing. They're taking over the blocks. And we're throwing a couple rocks through their windows. And they don't like it. They're reporting. They're deleting.
We're not even throwing
They're
rocks
copyright
through their
striking.
windows. We're lightly poking them and tickling them. Compared to
Guys.
Santino, we are the size of an ant. We should be nothing to him.
This would be like if I was in an all-out legal battle with Ghostbusters. I mean, you know, I talk about it all the time. I want to bring it up every time because we live in this weird space right now where comedians are a protected class, protected group of people. They're not allowed to be criticized like musicians or movies or anything else. I mean, even a restaurant, go to their Yelp, they're treating them like dogs over there. But a comedian, oh, if you dare talk about them, you must be a failed comedian and you must be jealous of their success and you have no content. They don't say this to people who have an opinion of movies. Do you ever have these people who have, by the way, the people who have this a strong opinion that I shouldn't be able to speak my opinion, have a strong opinion about me. Don't they see right there?
I mean, I can't get over the fact that every other type of art, there's a guy criticizing it just as cruelly.
Well, think of this. Ariana Grande can't even go online without seeing the worst, horrible things. These comedians are getting off light.
Fantano is allowed to give Chance the Rapper's album a 0.
This is a perfect example. Chance the Rapper was everyone's favorite guy. He was America's sweetheart. Everybody loved him. He had never heard a negative comment in his life. And then you know what he did? He went and he fucked up big time. He put out an album that wasn't that good. Oh, what a rapist. Chance the Rapper puts out an album that just wasn't that good.
Wasn't what people expected.
Wasn't what people expected.
Gay.
Chance the Rapper was annihilated for about 8 months straight on the internet. Every terrible thing you could think of was said to him all day. He had to cancel his own tour. He was tortured. Now, what did Chance the Rapper ever do besides put out a song or two that people didn't jive with? That's it. So, for Andrew Santino to be made fun of for his fucking zit scars or his attitude or his bad set, and to have that reported, for Brian Redband to have 2 seconds of his show played and need that whole video taken down, files a fake copyright claim. Rick Glassman can't hear, hey, Rick, I love the show, but man, that Santino is awful. That can't be heard by the likes of these killers, monsters, destroyers.
Everything can be funny. There's nothing that's off limits.
Do we see how it shouldn't even be up to a he said, she said anymore? This should be the only point that you're taking a look at. These guys are fucking nuts, and they've trained this whole audience to walk on eggshells with them. Nobody could say a bad word about them, or else you're this group of harassing trolls. And frankly, we're offended! Yeah, wouldn't you be a little offended when people are telling you that you shut your mouth, you're not allowed to have a say? You don't have as many followers as Santino. So? Do they not know Jake Paul exists with 20 million? Is Jake Paul better than Santino in their eyes? Absolutely not, they would say. We're living in a really sick time, Julianne.
I know.
A really sick time. So
I'm having fun, though. I'm not mad.
My God.
This is the best gift that could have been given to us.
So it's great. Report it. We know he's a clown. Fuck that clown. Report it. But we have something even more exciting. You know, while this was all happening, at the same time, there was a certain group of people got together. Remember, I was telling you a couple weeks ago, they started a fake Bad Friends podcast group. Did I ever tell you this?
I'm not sure. I don't think we ever brought it up because we were still trying to keep it a secret.
Here's what happens. Anytime someone starts a new podcast, there's some people out there who just go on Facebook and they start, a fan page for the podcast. The official Bad Friends podcast group. And then they get all the real fans to join. For instance, they open up the Bad Friends podcast group. It's a whole scam. It's a joke. It's a trap. And then 350...
you know what? It's called a prank.
It's a prank, an old-fashioned college-style prank.
You've
nice,
been pranked.
lighthearted prank. Capture the flag type stuff. And they open these groups. 350 of these Bad Friends fans from Santino's show actually come and join the group. They think it's a real group. But then they get mind warped. They get, what do they call it? Mind manipulation all day. You should see what Danny Woodward and these people.
Yeah, Danny Woodward, Xander, and a couple other guys deserve all the credit because they've been doing some incredible work over there.
Well, they're doing what's called mass confusion.
And can I just say, I've never seen mass confusion like this in my life. These guys are artistes at the art of mass confusion. I was scrolling through this group last night, tears coming out of my eyes.
It's a really good
so
group.
Good at confusion.
It's a really good group, and they're still, even though they kind of gave away the joke yesterday, they've been building this for a few weeks and being pretty normal, saying stuff like, man, Santino is such a killer and a monster. Press 1 if you agree. And all these fucking idiots are, ha ha ha. I love him. He's such a bad friend of mine. But because of this, fuck it, report him. Fuck that clown. After this incident, they've kind of started, changing the group around. So it had the bad friends thing here. And now it says he lies, he cheats, he deletes, he blocks. But there's still bad friends fans in here. They don't know this is a fake group.
I think as of
They're all
last
confused.
night, most of them have left, but there's still a couple of stragglers who don't understand.
Wait a minute. I'm totally forgetting to do something here. First of all, hello, heads. Did I even say hi to these people
I know,
here?
we got so sucked into talking about this.
Hava, good morning. Hava, good morning. Havern Israel. Good morning. I also didn't even have any dang thing to drink all morning because I've been so shy and high.
Wow.
They call me Shia LaBeouf. I'm so shy today. It's disgraceful. It's embarrassing how shy I've been acting this morning. I'm going to have my first drink here today. Feel free to have one with me. This is serum. It's an excellent serum here today. This is our first drink. Feel free to do it too. Here we go. Oh. Yeah. Now that's going to get me in the mood. So what was I talking about? Yeah, the Bad Friends podcast group. Go check that out. Mass confusion. I mean, some of the best. I hate to say this. I'm not a fan of this word. Trolling. Trolly-olly-olly-oh-so. Trolly-olly-olly-olly-oh. Not that big of a fan of it, but
you gotta own it.
This is some nice adult trolling. That's what I'm going to call it. Mature adult trolling. Mass confusion in the group. And they even had the group, there's been a lot of stuff happening is what I'm trying to say here. There's a lot of stuff happening. It's really...
It's hard to explain.
Really
to be
amazing.
honest.
My head is almost had a little too much stuff is happening. They found... Remember I said there's this content creator woman and team that is behind the Bad Friends podcast? Well, there's like these production company teams, these sleazy, skeezy, do anything for clicks, I know all the LA tricks content teams. And they've scooped up these podcasts and they're using all those despicable YouTuber tricks. The kind that got like Ali Spignola popular on YouTube. The kind of tricks that take somebody who's utterly disgusting and put them in front of large groups of people. They know how to get that algorithm cooking. So they do this. But these guys who are running these content companies, they're just collectives of people that couldn't get hired in Hollywood. LA changed a lot since this internet because all the people that couldn't get hired or too lazy to work their way up in Hollywood or didn't have the talent to work in Hollywood, they just said, fuck it. I'll go on Amazon.com. I'll buy a camera myself. I'll learn how to edit on Adobe Premiere and we'll do it all ourselves. And they have. And now there's 10 million production companies filled with 26-year-old asshole guys who dress like Good Charlotte, who do, DJ music videos, and everything's off. The lighting's off. They have no classical training. They don't frame things right. Everything looks shitty. And that's what YouTube is, basically. YouTube is a bunch of impatient people that couldn't work their way into the real industry. I shouldn't say that's all it is, but it's a lot of those people. And that's who these groups are that are helping these podcasts. They're these groups of these mid-20s LA assholes who are more interested in kind of pretending that they're Ari Gold from Entourage. They like the moving and shaking.
The best
feeling.
part of their job is when they get to go to a party and talk to someone
Yes,
else about how they work in the
networking.
industry.
It's more about working in the industry than caring about video or film or any of that. They like the clout chasing, networking game of the whole
I
thing.
mean, it's clear they don't care about sets.
No,
That's all.
They don't give a shit about any of that, nor do they even have the skill to deal with any of this stuff. Again, these are just suits. Okay? These are fucking suits. They shouldn't be involved in anything creative, but they are. So what's been happening is the group, who is, I think, run by Xander or Danny Woodward, it's just a fucking joke group. They were contacted by one of Santino's team members. Now, when I say one of, we found out through this whole debacle of the last couple of days, turns out Santino and Bobby lead these shows. They have about 15 team members. And again, they're all these unqualified, unprofessional guys.
Are you talking about the Comedy Content Collective?
Yes, the Comedy Content Collective. I don't want to get into them today. I got so much other stuff to talk about.
Okay.
I'm saving these guys.
Okay.
The Comedy Content Collective. And they're not professional people. They got caught up in this whole thing. They started leaving comments on our YouTube page. They deleted them. The Bad Friends podcast left a comment on our YouTube channel going, oh, yeah, where do I
It's
find
the
this?
second link.
Second link. Look at this. And it's like, usually, you would think the parent company would be the mature company. Oh, we're not going to get involved in this stupid Mike David thing. It's we'll never win. This is stupid. But look at this. They posted here. And just like Santino posting and deleting, look what they wrote. One episode, 450K views in under a week. Thanks for watching. That's what they said to me. Now they've deleted this comment since. So somebody wrote it and then somebody yelled at that someone and then it was removed. So it's because it's a team of 15 people and they're all unprofessionally angry at me.
I
And you're
like
gonna
to
see
imagine their office.
So
them-
Santino's pissed,
Yeah.
and the production company is kind of liking this because, ooh, it's our first drama with the guys from Bad Friends. Pretty cool. Don't worry, Andrew, we'll put these fires out. And there's like some woman with fucking chopped bangs and tattoos.
Blue hair.
Don't worry, Andrew, we got this. That's why we're here, baby. That's why we're here. Don't even worry about these guys. Then they fire off a comment like this. Okay. Oh, yeah, Redbar? Well, we get views. Okay, suck on that. And then Santino maybe sees and goes, no, don't fucking say that to him. Don't fucking say that to him. You're just gonna delete that shit. And I was thinking in this clip too, I also threw in, in my clip with Santino, I also threw in this beautiful moment. I like to remind people, you got a lot of their fans who go, as if Santino even knows you exist. Oh, he knows.
He knows.
Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows too well.
He thought about us in the middle of the night last night.
He's been screaming. First of all, he wants to murder me. Do you remember that? So I've been trying to throw that in every chance I can. Oh, here's a little. I love my little edits here that I do in these. Here, watch this.
Especially with the podcast that I do with Brian Callen and Theo. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm in the gym volleying back and forth with these monsters.
I can't.
A guy in the chat says, I hate comedian riffing. I love.
So we've got this video, but I threw in a part where they're talking about Santino. And I'll show you what I included there. So I'm talking about how Santino wants to come and kill me. And I want to, introduce his fans to the truth here. They probably think that Santino, I'm not even a blip on his radar. Well, watch this. Because ultimately, Santino, Santino, what? Doesn't have time for this shit.
Nope.
He doesn't have time for this. Italy. I'm thinking about going to Chicago and killing him myself. Italy, 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 Italy.
There's this guy named Redbar.
I love this.
And he's just like a hater. But all he does is just trash all our friends. Like every comic we know.
Me, Santino.
Oh, Santino.
Hinchcliffe.
I think Santino's about to go there and just murder him.
I don't have time for this shit. I might actually go to Chicago and kill him. I love that clip. Now, the reason I show that clip is because I bet you anything, just like when that thing was deleted, the comment was deleted, I guarantee Santino's screaming at Brian. What are you going and telling people that I want to go kill him for? You fucking idiot. Santino is not going to like that Brian Redban is opening his mouth saying something like that. I mean, if it were up to Santino, this would all be a secret, right? His rage. So he's telling people to report it. He's saying that he wants to come kill me. And we got one more. It just came out this morning. You're not going to believe this. It's audio from Tiger Belly. That's Bobby Lee's podcast. We have some really amazing audio that just broke this morning. Nobody's heard this. It's a shame the video version isn't out for this yet. Listen to this. This is so good. It's from Tiger Belly. We're going to learn what they've been going through the last few days. Are they mad or do they not give a fuck? They're so cool, right? Let's find out.
Thank you so much. What's wrong with me today? I'm so fucking feisty.
Can I tell people why you're feisty? To Rory so that
I know we will. Just tell him real quick.
I'm not here to be part of it. I am here to meet the group.
Like he's a white guy just observing Asians talk at a zoo.
Oh. Hold on. You hear this stuff about the group? They're laughing here. But Bobby, do you hear this at the beginning? Bobby Lee, Chinese imperialist. You hear what he says? He goes, why am I in such a bad mood today? Listen.
Thank you so much. What's wrong with me today? I'm so fucking
Well, can I tell people why you're feisty?
Can I tell people why you're feisty? Can I tell? Sorry, I'm bathing in this. I love this. Basking in this.
Winning the lottery.
Wait till you hear this. You're going to love this clip.
Thank you so much. What's wrong with me today? I'm so fucking feisty.
Can I tell people why you're feisty?
To Rory so that
I know we will. Just tell him real quick.
I'm not here to be part of it. I am here to meet the group.
Like he's a white guy just observing Asians talk at a zoo.
Oh, okay.
Interact.
Oh, all right.
You can't. Don't.
I won't get specifics.
Yeah, don't get specific.
I'll just say Bobby came with some heat in the room because he was psychologically attacked by some online trolls that attacked bad friends.
Weekdays on Nick. Hey! He was psychologically attacked by some trolls who what? Attacked bad friends.
Group.
Attacked the group. Let's hear this again. There is more.
Because he was psychologically attacked by some online trolls that attacked bad friends.
Yes.
Listen to this.
Oh, okay.
And that's enough.
Put him in a mood.
Right.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Well, first, Andrew Santino put me in a mood. He's screaming and all that stuff. You know how.
Andrew Santino was screaming!
Michael is upon us. It is time to seek refuge.
He was screaming. He was screaming. He was screaming. He was screaming over this whole thing. You want to hear more?
He was psychologically attacked by some online trolls that attacked bad friends.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's enough.
Put him in a mood.
Right.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Well, first, Andrew Santino put me in a mood. He's screaming and all that stuff. You know how his energy is.
Yeah.
My beautiful girlfriend Kalila of 7 years.
Thank you.
And
that's
but you know, we have a special guest
that's
today.
That's about
and,
it. So Bobby's in a bad mood because he was psychologically. This was his first big troll thing. Now remember, he's not even involved. This is his
We've
Santino.
been being nice to Bobby since day one.
They don't get it though. They think if you hate the show, you must hate Bobby Lee. Bobby's fine. Chinese guy. But so Santino was screaming. I mean, they were in. I mean, I bet they were all pacing around the office. Santino's, there's got to be something we could do about this guy. There's got to be something. Can't you call your contacts at YouTube and get him shut down? Now, let me ask you this. Why would a monster, a killer, a sauté smith need me to be erased from the internet like this? Why does it need to be reported? Why can't they be lightly made fun of? I don't understand. Aren't these people supposed to be able to wipe the planet of people like me?
We're stupid, right? We're nobody.
We're
we have
nothing.
No
we suck. We're not
jealous.
funny. Jealous. No content. Parents' basement.
And they're killers, murderers.
Why would you even pay attention to this?
savages.
Again, this would be like if I paid attention to if I was pacing around over Hostbuster.
Well, if they wanted to end us, wouldn't they just end us already? If they're such killers,
I just don't understand why you can't.
Someone like you
fight
should be able
back.
to.
And it used to be, you used to, tattling on people was completely, it wasn't an option. Think back to when you were in middle school here. Somebody challenged you to a fight. If you tattled on them, you were the bitch of the whole school. Imagine going to the principal. This guy wants to fight me, please. Please get him away from me. Everyone would make fun of you. You had to either get beat up or run from the guy or come up with a plan to outsmart him. But you couldn't just tattle. And this is what our comedians are doing now. I'm more mad at their fans and all the people who allow this to happen, who don't go,
yeah,
ew, what are you doing? Wait, I hate Mike, but you can't report. Maybe they are. Maybe we're only seeing the real idiots stick up for these guys still. Maybe it is making an impact. Maybe every time you do this, it does make an impact. Maybe some Santino fan out there right now still likes Santino, but it's going, that was kind of fucking of him to report. What's going on? I thought this guy was a killer. He can't even beat up Mike David, the dumbest.
We only have 9,000 subscribers.
We have 9,000 subs. We're nothing. We're not. This should be easy to beat us up. It's me and a girl. A know-nothing girl. I mean, this should be easy. But they don't. They need to report. They need the cops. This is pathetic. I mean, Anthony Cumia has done this.
If cops on a video was an option,
Give me some
Santino
toilet paper. I don't want to be
it.
shiny for any of this stuff.
Yeah, do some dabbing.
Isn't this sick what they're doing? These small creators like ourselves. Isn't that sick?
They're punching down.
They're punching down. I'm punching up.
Yeah.
I'm nobody, right? Compared to these sluggers. These monsters. I'm punching way up. That's what I was told to do. Harvard, Israel, Harvard and Israel, Harvard and Israel. Those are my two favorite places, the school and the country. Two rich establishments filled with scheming men, schemes, men and schemes. I'd love to turn this show into a full-out musical. Can I have a fan?
Sure.
I'm boiling here. Boiling hot. Can you turn the AC on? Because it ruins all the clips. You know how many... No one wants to see this sweaty pig sit here with this fucking 90s tone. Okay, we've got an excellent show. Are we good with the Bad Friends saga?
I was going to say, you could show that clip of them talking about how funny they are.
Yes! Where do I find that?
Isn't that... Oh, yeah, it might be in another note.
Oh, yeah, we got some good stuff here. Bad Friends asking people for... The Bad Friends podcast. You want to know how bad they are? Well, in their group, somebody caught... In their real group. They've tried to open a real group, and then we've opened 10 more fake groups. You're never going to find the real group. It's a mess. There's about 15 groups now. But in their real group that they tried to start, here's this guy, George Kimmel IV. He's part of their 15-man team for Bad Friends. He's one of the producers of Bad Friends. He asks their group, listen to this. He goes, what bits do you guys want in future episodes? We're only just beginning. What bits do you guys want? Wow. So they don't even have any ideas. They're crowdsourcing the ideas. Hey, whatever you want, we'll do. Listen, we're getting paid. We got an hour to fill. You tell us what you want, and we'll do that. I've always hated that. YouTubers were doing this a lot. About 2 years ago, they've stopped. But they used to do this at the end of every video. Okay, just make sure to hit like and subscribe and tell me what you'd like to see me do. If you got any cool ideas for videos, just imagine if every day I was just like, tell me what you would like me to talk about and I will tell you that. Isn't that crazy? You don't want that. You don't want to be coming up with what the people tell you. The whole point of it is they're telling you something that you didn't know was going to happen.
I don't understand this at all.
What bits do you want in future episodes? And look what some idiot fuck actually says. Courtney Steinman. Keep calling fans and ask them like if they've ever been a bad friend. And the guys could give advice and feedback on how to remedy the situation. And maybe more movie scene reenactments of movies Bobby and Santino haven't seen.
That sounds cool.
What is going on? Is this a Christian camp for 14-year-olds? This is not how we speak.
I asked in the comments for more screenshots, and someone put a video of the comments of people's suggestions. Ryan T. Spicer right there.
That's okay. I don't want to do all that reading.
It's the one above.
Oh.
But if you don't want to, it's okay.
I don't want to do it.
But there are
but
some
isn't
good
that...
ones in there. People
Hey,
being
how
like,
about like keep calling fans and ask if they've ever been a bad friend? Are you fucking kidding me? You need to be committed.
there was people going like, you should do like sports tournaments, or you should do a dance
Imagine
battle.
that.
Someone suggested
Let's do that.
dance battle.
Somebody start a thread for me on my behalf in the Bring Back group. Hey, what would you guys like to see more of on Redbar? I'll just do that. Easy breezy, done. Off with their heads. We got one more here. What is this? What was the video we were going to do?
The video is just...
Oh, how
yes.
funny they are. Listen to this. This is going to make you sick. You guys ready for some video? People love the video aspect of this show. On my screen. Yeah, I show you some guys. On my screen. What do you think of this song? I show you some guys. On my screen. Yeah, I show you some guys. On my screen. Show you some guys. Promise me of what I said to guys. I'm stooped today, dude. I'm telling you, I'm shy as fuck right now. As
people are saying I don't like this song.
No, and the way it was sang, it's obnoxious. They report, they hide, they lie, and then they want to tell you they want to get. Oh, we're modern day philosophers. Oh, we're the pros. Leave the comedy to us. All right, does that wrap up the Bad Friends saga?
I think that's enough for now.
Bad friends, it's party time.
Bad friends.
Okay.